Mr. Bolson very, very clear about one thing, that this country belongs to him. I know how it turned out that a couple of years after we're not sure that that's we country.
Representing my country, I am willing to defend my country at all costs.
Whether or not our government decides to do whatever they want to do, the Belizean people are standing for Belize.
Even Guatemala was brought to a defined border.
Very, very
we knew
clear
the border
about
that there would be a problem. It never was
that this country belongs. How it turned out,
The Belizean
how it
people are
turned out,
standing for
we're not
Belize.
sure that we're not sure that that's we country.
Even the Guatemalans who want a defined border.
Yo, Belize, check it out.
Mr. Mayor, can you please tell us the sole purpose of the Belize Territorial Volunteers?
The sole purpose of the Belize Territorial Volunteers is to make Belizeans more aware of what is taking place on our border. This is our country, and as a Belizean, we all should be responsible. We should take the responsibility of making sure that our borders are clearly defined and clearly marked.
It has made the biggest headline and has the country divided in two. Some say this is the start of an international tragedy, while others continue to ask, does Belize really have a border?
So right alongside the western side of the fence is basically where the border runs south, and then in this direction, that is where the border runs all the way up north. It's a shame that, we have left it to this point of deterioration. Maybe the citizens are not really directly responsible, but the government should have, at least taken up the responsibility to ensure that the border is cleared, as it already had been cleared before when the British were here.
The significance of today's event is that it demonstrates to the powers that be in Belmopan, Guatemala, and Washington, D.C., that Belizeans know and understand that we have a real border.
We the people where God bless with this land, we need to start take ownership, our responsibility. That's why God put me up for, to take care of the land, preserve the land.
Taniwari kuya bil botik ti kenen wet chila kem para itila o kamera gracias a Dios ko tang ichmaya botik a Dios.
Ya ni dubul wadi maluma balis. Ya lebe wadi maluma balis.
How did that make you feel? That they try to stop you from moving around in your country?
I feel that they just want to take over our country, and we need to fight for our country because it's our country.
I believe that every Belizean has a patriotic right to be out here to show that, we do have a border, we do love this country, and we'll stand up for it no matter what.
The reason I came is because I noticed that our government lacked the patriotic will, the political will to maintain our borders. So we, the Belizean people, must take it upon ourselves. If our government, duly elected government, aren't willing to maintain our borders, we, the people, must.
We go to the borderline, and it's not to cause any trouble like the government wanted to suggest. It was just to ensure that our borderlines, that our country is intact with all its territorial integrity. The Belize Territorial Volunteers came about after several trips to the borderline, where we continue to see incursions into our protected areas, into our national lands by Guatemalans. A group of us mainly from San Jose and from PG Town decided we need to do something to stop this. And that was when we formed the Belize Territorial Volunteers officially about 2 years ago, in 2011. You see, in 1859, Belize and Guatemala signed an agreement in 1859, 30th of April. And that agreement delineated, made sure in that agreement there was a line between Gracias a Dios and Garbot Falls and Aguas Turbias in the north. So there's a straight line between Gracias a Dios and Garbot Falls and Aguas Turbias. Anything south and west of that line is Guatemala. Anything south and east of that line is Belize. So west of the line is Guatemala, east of the line is Belize. So once we have a straight line, people will know when they're in Guatemala, and people will know when they are in Belize. We go to the borderline, and it's not to cause any trouble like the government wanted to suggest. It was just to ensure that our borderlines, that our country is intact with all its territorial integrity.
We love Belize! We want